Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Let's give it a second. Let some people join. Substack works. It's a little bit delayed, folks. So give it a second. There we go. Let me see. Bear with me, folks, a second. There we go. Welcome, everyone. And it's Monday. Voice from Ukraine. Me and Oleksandr are here. There's a lot going on, a lot happening around the world, a lot happening here in the United States. Lisa, Mary, how are you guys? Welcome everybody. Laura, give it another few seconds. Let some more people join. I want to start off with something I wrote today in my Substack letter. I don't know if you guys, for those of you that didn't get a chance to read it, I want to just read the beginning of it, give you an idea of how I feel. Actually, one second, here it goes. All right, so the letter, if you didn't see it, it's basically called "Exposed: Trump's Secret Plan for Peace and the Price the World is Paying." I recommend that if you haven't read it, make sure you go read it. You could get it on a site. I emailed it to everybody, but if not, you could get it. Go on my site, on our site, you could get it. So I start off the letter by saying, last night I went to sleep, and again this morning when I woke up, I felt something I haven't felt in a long time: conflicted hope. Because you have to understand, as a Jewish American born in Ukraine, it's hard to describe the emotions that come with a day like this. Because on one hand, I am deeply grateful. I'm grateful to see the hostages reunited with their families, to watch the tears of joy, to feel the world exhale, even for a moment. Because for so many of us who've lived through the unthinkable pain, this day, this day of healing, the killing, at least for now, has stopped. Watching the families on both sides are holding each other again, as the people of Israel are reunited by all their hostages there being brought home. Watching the people of Gaza celebrate, and finally daring to imagine the tomorrow that isn't defiance by loss. But as my heart rejoices for them, it also breaks. It breaks because the killings haven't stopped everywhere. Because in Ukraine, the bombs are still falling, entire cities are still burning. Children are still waking up to the sound of air raid sirens and instead of birds. And here, the media talks nothing about it. So, as somebody that grew up in America, is an American, Jewish American, but was born in Ukraine, and my cousin Alex is still in Ukraine, that has family ties in Ukraine. I want to say that it's a very interesting day for us. But Alex, I'm gonna. how was this weekend? Because I'm hearing that the bombing hasn't stopped. Before we get into all of this political mumbo jumbo, give us an update on what you guys are experiencing, because the media isn't.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for support, for listening, for having your prayers and thoughts for Ukraine, as we need every bit of it we can get. They after massive bombardments, they moved to a more strategic one. The whole weekend there was all 100. In one night, like close to 100, over 100 the other night. But it's not like massive. It's like they would put a lot of them all over the place. No, uh, all you hear is it hit in one space, then it hit another place, and then it hit another place, and they're not stopping with Kharkiv, with Odessa, and they're terrorizing people. What they're doing is they're having you think. Is over the weekend, at least half a dozen trains that we know of got stopped because there were reports that there were bombs. That the trains were minded, and they had to pull the train right in the middle of the field. And it's raining right now. The weather's very nasty, and people have to get out with all their belongings, and they have to stay in the field until the whole train gets checked out. They do the same thing for schools. They do the same thing for the shopping malls, and it's all about tyranny. It's tyranny, tyranny. They just want people to get tired. And some areas are still not fully recovered from the big bombardment. But every day they're moving the planes as if they're going to attack, and everybody's not calm because when they move five, six bombers from one area to another one, where they usually get loaded up, so people expecting the attack. So everybody's plans change, everybody's mood changes. In the morning, there are sirens. Sometimes kids don't make it to the first grade. To the first when the school starts, they come to second, third. Sometimes they don't even go because no, if they're gonna go to school, they gotta go to the basement and stay in the basement. And imagine a couple of hundred kids in one basement, and it's not like it's state of the art place, ventilation, everything is just built. This is like old schools. So and it's everywhere like this, and but people know the life goes on. Everybody understands when you stop, it's game over. So everybody do what they can, and as like I said before, when you wake up, it's already a blessing. And then if you went through a day and you're going to sleep, that means you did something positive throughout the day. You can't just waste a day. Not now. There is every day there is something to do. There is something taken away, something added, something given. Everybody's trying to do the best they can. Yesterday there was a contest for Eurovision, the kids Eurovision Junior, and they were showing six participants. One of them is going to go to the Europe, but all of them, for the past 6 months, they were doing concerts to the soldiers and everywhere. Humanitarian concerts, little girls, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. So if these youngsters, they're in sixth, fifth grade, doing concert nonstop without money, just for the army to help to raise money. Can you imagine what the parents do? So it's like the whole country is like on a reboot. Like everybody's doing something. Everybody, if something got taken away, we find a different way to get around. So it's always upgrading, upgrading, and that's what Ukraine's going through. It's a tough one. This is something I don't wish on anybody, but you know something. It's like they're saying, yeah, it's a tough war, but we holding strong. I mean, there are wars that are a lot worse than ours. So we gotta count our blessing and thank God that I wake up in the morning and see my family and call the loved ones, and I know that everybody's okay. But for everybody I know is okay, but for some people it's not okay. For some people, they woke up in the morning and you go on social networks and you see a candle. You see candles coming up, and people are dying for no reason. People are not fighting the wars. And Kharkiv is they pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. Today I got a call from somebody who got wounded in Kharkiv and they needed a big bandage. So I called up my our group in Kharkiv. I said, "Do you have any bandages?" Because the Valerie, the guy that was with us the last time, is medic. He says, "I can't even get out." He says, "I gotta go try to look, but I gotta see if it's all still in place." That's how bad it was. And they're hitting Zoom, and they just the closest places to the front line. It's like wha- if they cannot hit nothing strategically because they're losing everywhere. They're losing everywhere, and so they are doing. It's like what if you get lucky? What if they can get punched through? And they're punching, and then let's neglect become our ally. So they're hoping for someone neglects to become their allies. So if somebody makes a mistake, somebody can hit and they can cause some serious damage. So it's all just part of the game not to stop. Because if they stop, they dead. If we stop, we done. So basically we are fighting to stay alive. They are fighting to keep on going. And that's what's going on in Ukraine right now. And even though as you see lately, nobody's talking. Europe not saying anything. Nobody's talking about no meetings. Nobody's about talking about building something together. But
Nobody.
nobody. About a month ago, that's all there was. Deals, 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 deals. Now everybody's doing what they gotta do. Europe knows what they gotta do. Ukraine's gotta that's what they gotta do, and it's obvious. Uh, we as the plus and minus. You cannot get energy without having a plus and a minus. So Europe and Ukraine is like two pieces of one because we need Europe. Europe needs us, and I believe that this isn't works. But yet again, that there was a submarine that they came up not too far from Germany, Russian submarine that they broke down. What was it
A
doing?
nuclear submarine.
Yeah, what was it doing there to begin with? If he broke down there. So otherwise, if he wasn't surprised, he was silent. So there are still accidents happening in Europe with his drones. It's like preparing for something. And then, as you report, also the Belarus went on full alert as preparation for something. It reminds us of 2022, the January of 2022. So there's a lot of things going, a lot of crazy things going on. But peace in Israel, God willing, it stays peace, and that the hostages came back. It's a blessing because when we get returned, we had like about a week ago, 1,000 for 1,000, and our soldiers come back because they are just like hostages. Because
They are, yeah, no, they are, yeah.
they're worse than hostages. I think the hostages by Hamas was treated better than our prisoners of war. So when they come back and you see how they look and you pray God that at least this 1,000 families are having joy. They release the energy of joy because these people never give up hope. They survived. And so what happened in Israel, it brings a lot of hope. But nevertheless, there are people that really need our help, especially down east. East right now is, as you heard, I'm sure you heard that they blew up. Ukraine blew up all the tunnels and everything. So by Pokrovsk to have it to so because they were trying to travel through sewages, through everything here just to get in. So we're standing strong, we're defending, hoping for the better. I doubt if anybody counts on any tomahawks. I saw the press conference, as our president said, we weren't talking about that. We were talking about just putting more pressure. So it's like nobody's even like, let's get it out of the way because it's like there is tomahawk and there is
It's
nothing.
so it's so crazy to watch the way everything shifted. There's no more pressure on Trump. Trump basically, I mean, everything we've been talking about, basically, literally, like and it's disgusting. I hate to say, this is not a moment to say I told you so. We said it, talked about, but unfortunately, it is something we spoke about. And yes, please smash those hearts, hit those algorithm, because nobody else is talking about what we're talking about here. I mean, nobody else. You, like Alex said, you don't hear any more big meetings. There's no leaders. You just saw all the leaders standing behind Trump, kissing the ring. Talking about how each and every one of them, how he needs the Nobel Peace Prize, how he's doing it, but at what cost? See, what a lot of people don't understand, and this is what I wrote about, and this is why the letter was so hard for me to understand, as peace comes at what cost? Let's take a look at, for instance, for a second, what transpired in Israel and in Gaza. A lot of people talk about how this war could have been ended a lot quicker, but that Trump allowed Bibi Netanyahu to continue to wipe out, most of Gaza, destroy all these people, and then now, Trump comes in on the white horse, and there's peace when there's really nobody to do peace with. Uh, when it came to Ukraine, Donald Trump, a lot of times you hear him make these comments. He talks about how Russia, he's disappointed in Putin. Why he thought that Putin, just think about the comments he makes. It's important because he makes this comment all the time. He says that out of all the wars, he stopped what, 52 wars now, 62, 79. I don't know how many wars he stopped. But out of all these wars that he stopped, he said the easiest one that he thought was going to take place was Russia and Ukraine. People don't understand why he's saying it. I'm going to tell you today. In my letter, I finally wrote it. And Trump's really not going to like it, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to break more and more news about that. But when Trump took office, uh, he had very strong connections, conversations to two leaders, in particularly. One was Bibi Netanyahu, and the other one was Vladimir Putin. Even when he left office, those relationships continued. They continued through an individual and through a group of people that me and Alex have been talking about for months. For months, at some point it was already nauseating because the names we kept saying. You know the names very well. It's four people actually that have been involved since 2017. It's Jared Kushner, it's Stephen Witkoff, and it's Kirill Dmitriev. Kirill Dmitriev, who ran and back then the Sovereign Wealth Fund for Russia, and today he is the special envoy from Russia. Steve Witkoff, who was then running around and being a real estate developer with Jared Kushner, running around doing businesses back in 2017, is now also special envoy. And Jared Kushner, who you haven't heard for until now recently, that I've been telling you that has been behind the scenes, the real dealing with all of this, is now coming out not only in the Middle East, but also now you're hearing today Trump finally mentioned it and said now maybe Kushner and Witkoff could sit down and do the Russia Ukraine deal. Because as I've been telling you, this is all about that's been worked out. This is an axis of however you want to call it, evil, or axis of destruction of the dictatorship. But the plan that was explained to Donald Trump, see, this is why Donald Trump is confused. He's more confused than pissed off because he's not pissed off at Putin. He says he's upset, pissed off. These are words he uses, but then the next day he thanks him for, the Nobel Peace Prize and stuff like that, back and forth every day. He's confused because the information, and please folks smash those hearts because we need as many people as possible to be listening to this information. The information that was given to Donald Trump was that from the Israelis and Bibi Netanyahu was that this is our chance to be able to finally wipe out Iran, wipe out Hamas, wipe out the axis of evil in the Middle East. If you give us X amount of time, we will wipe it out, and then you will come in as the savior. You will come in as the peacemaker, and you will get the credit for making peace and everything else. That same plan was laid out to him by the Russians. But the Russians even stronger because the way the Russians explained it to him is that they could take Kiev in 3 days. That the only reason they haven't been taking over Ukraine and everything is because of Donald Trump, because of NATO, because of all those things. And if Donald Trump would stop supporting and giving Ukraine ammunition, and if Donald Trump would walk away from NATO, and if Donald Trump did all of these things, that basically they would be able to take over Ukraine in a few weeks or month, whatever the case would be. So that was the plan when Donald Trump came into office, and that's why Donald Trump came very aggressively, kept telling everybody that he's going to stop these wars, the Middle East, they're going to stop immediately, all of the, what's it called, hostages are coming home, he's going to stop the Ukraine-Russia war within 24 hours. But it didn't work out that way. because in both situations, both the what's it called, the people in the Gaza, the Palestinians fought back hard, and the Ukrainians fought back hard. The obviously with the pressure of Israel and the attacks and the bombardment, they were basically wiped out the whole Gaza Strip. There's no standing buildings in Gaza as they stand, and wiped it out completely. And now you see, Donald Trump went and bombed Iran. And you saw basically after all of this transpiring, Donald Trump visiting the Middle East. Now we have also Qatari military facilities in America and Idaho. Just think about that. A lot of things happening behind the scenes. I always tell you folks, it's not what they're reporting. It's just if you could imagine how bad it is what they're reporting, think about what's happening behind the scenes. So basically, and now you see Donald Trump getting credit for making peace in the Middle East. I don't know how long this peace may last. I pray and I hope and that this peace lasts. But from what I'm hearing from my sources, and I wrote about it in my art Substack today, is that there's too much things going on. Like for instance, uh, Trump negotiated and wanted Bibi Netanyahu to be with him in what's it called, the meet where he flew to the peace meeting. Bibi Netanyahu turned him down and didn't go. Trump, reason for it is Bibi Netanyahu also has not come out and officially said that the war is over. Bibi Netanyahu also, has said that there's a lot of points to Trump's 21-point plan that still needs to be, that they have to be discussed. So, but the one thing Donald Trump did do today is he used the platform. Just think about, folks, while he was staying there talking about peace, while we're talking about hostages, while we're talking about over 60,000 Palestinians' lives have died, while we're talking about the atrocities that happened on October 7th, Donald Trump stood there and took the chance of using as a political moment to show his pressure and told the president of Israel that he needs to pardon Bibi Netanyahu because Bibi Netanyahu is a great prime minister, and he's such a great person, and that he needs to pardon him. Think about that. U.S. president in Israel telling the Israeli president to pardon basically somebody that's about to get convicted for bribery, whatever you want to call it, and because that's his friend, and because together they were able to, because Bibi Netanyahu is standing up there talking about, again, if you just think about everybody just stood up there, they were all talking about for Trump getting the Nobel Peace Prize. If he didn't get this year, he has to get it next year. I mean, it's even like so disgusting to watch the excuse me, ass kissing. It's it's hard to watch to see that play out. So that was the Middle East situation, and you saw today we came to some sort of a halt. The best part about it, folks, was two things that happened today, and I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Even if it took longer than it did, even if there's interior motives behind it, even if this doesn't last and something happens. But for today, for at least today, we got every single living hostage back. Uh, we're getting every, whatever bodies we're able to get back of the deceased. So that chapter is over. No more hostages, no more deceased. The other part is today there are no more bombardment in Gaza. Uh, Palestinian kids, Palestinian families are not getting bombarded, getting killed every day now. For as long as that takes place, that's a huge win. And hopefully they keep their end of the bargain and bring in aid as quick as possible, help rebuild as quick as possible. But unfortunately, I wouldn't keep my hopes up because what I'm hearing from my sources that that Donald Trump is looking at it as a, uh Middle East Riviera. He's looking at it as a real estate, and I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens. But I look at the next steps we're going to see there is something other than uh, giving it back to the Palestinian people and rebuilding.
That
So
I don't think it'll ever happen
uh,
because they don't clear up the land to fill it up again with the same thing that was there before. There
no,
was a strategic reason for that. And I
of
tell
course.
you, if he stays in power till next year, same time, I think I think they might just give him this Bell Prize so he leaves them alone because
I
now
think I think he's gonna scare the Norwegians. He's already today. He's like, "Where's Norway?" So yeah, no, I definitely agree. Hey, Kat, welcome. I'm glad you've joined us. But that was the Middle East. Now let's take Ukraine. What was told them about the Russia-Ukraine war. The same thing was basically laid out to him with Russia by the Russian counterparts Kirill Dmitriev. They told Kushner and Witkoff and passed it on and built it into Trump's head. And it didn't have to work too much because even when I was with Trump, even I remember if you folks go back to the recording about our dinner conversation when me and Trump were talking about Ukraine and Russia, he considered Russia always more powerful. He always looked at Russia as the old Soviet Union. He never looked at, because remember Trump, especially in his first administration, never listened to his security advisors. So he never got a true understanding that Russia is not what it was, that it's not the same old Soviet Union that it was during the Cold War, powerful, that after the breakup of Russia, it's not as powerful. They don't have the same army. They don't have the same capabilities. Are they? Still a extreme powerful threat. Absolutely, there's still a nuclear power. There's still a powerful threat, but they what's it called? Not they're not the same Russia, the same Ukraine, Soviet Union that they were.
real quick,
Yeah,
uh,
good.
the thing, just so people understand, real quick, the old Soviet Union army, and even the strength of it, all the service, to all the silos, to all the missiles, all the missiles the shooting were made by us, by Ukraine. Ukraine was servicing everything, all the airplanes, everything, all the strategic. They never did anything. Everything was most of it from Ukraine. In 1991, when we signed the treaty, they took a rockets, some missiles, and they, of course, in 2022 they fired them at us again. But they don't know how to build. They just right now learning how to make shaheds, how to make rockets. They've never done anything. So the strength of the army was more than half is Ukraine. They were just Russia, but it was all strength of Ukraine. Lev, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, absolutely no. Alex, 100% right. But this is the propaganda that was pitched to Donald Trump, and that's why Donald Trump, not knowing anything about what that part of the world, in his mind, even right now, he thinks that Russia is so much more powerful and that they could take out Ukraine when they want. But he's frustrated because he can't understand why it's not happening. And that is why we're seeing all of this frustration. It's not anger, it's frustration because he's being told, oh, we're going to wipe out Ukraine. Stop giving them weapons. We're going to do this. He stopped giving them weapons. What happened? They're not taking out Ukraine. Instead, Ukraine is coming down on hitting Russia and hitting their oil facilities. They told him, tell Zelensky, get hard on Zelensky. Let's change. Remember all the things they tried to do. They even tried to infiltrate. They had the Trump administration tried to start elections in Ukraine. They tried to get rid of Zelensky because Zelensky wouldn't listen. There's just so much that transpired that we're not going to spend hours on right now. But I recommend all of you go back and read some of the Substack letters that me and Alex have been writing over the past months, and you'll see that it's like a novel, like a movie being played out, but you knew it ahead of times for those of you that have been listening and watching and reading. But the bottom line is Ukraine did not fold. they were not able to. Russia's not able to take over Ukraine. They're still promising. This is still part of the game plan, which we'll get to, and that is why even today you heard comments from Trump saying that I think that we're getting to a point because what's happening now between Russia and the Trump administration, so there's certain things happening here behind the scenes right now. First of all, you're going to have Kushner come out more, take a more active role with Witkoff and Kushner in the Russia-Ukraine conversations. You also have right now a push from Congress people like Paula Luna and others that are opening up line of communications with Russian diplomats, and one being Kirill Dmitriev. The conversation is trade. Trade is what we spoke about after the Alaska meeting. That's what it was set up for. That I told you that once Trump walks away from Ukraine, the next thing is going to be to validate, to legitimize normal trade relations between Russia and Ukraine, to allow Putin's oligarchs to be able to start and come in here. Because what does Trump like? He likes to make announcements of, oh, hundreds of millions of here, this, you know. So you've been hearing it so far from like the Saudis, you've been hearing it from the Qataris. Now they're preparing it for you to hear from the Russians. Now you're going to start, this is being set up to where all of a sudden you're going to hear Russian oligarchs all of a sudden investing hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe up to trillions of dollars into technology, into infrastructure, into all kinds of things here in the United States, because this is Trump's way of thinking. This is going to be a great way to bring money into the United States by these announcements. Doesn't matter if it's Russian money, oligarchs. Just like it doesn't matter that Sergio Gore is right now the ambassador to India. Think about that, folks. Russia's guy in the White House is now the ambassador to India. So this is why Trump is so pissed off and why Trump is so what's it called? Confused and doesn't understand why Russia has not taken over Ukraine right fast enough, quick enough, and why right now we still have this going on. But Alex, let me ask you this question because I know that we've been talking. By the way, folks, I have some great news for you. I just, while we were talking, maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, I got sent over. Alex, you probably, I don't know if you got it yourself yet, but your son sent me over. We got finally approval for the GoFundMe, folks. We got approval for the GoFundMe for Kharkiv. So I don't know, Alex, if I don't know, are you able to go to Kharkiv? What's your like? I know your own situation, but we just got the approval, and we could start raising money if you're able to go and start delivering aid. I mean, even if you can't go there yourself, I mean, we could still get the aid there, right, Alex?
No, no, I have a lot of ways. I have people that go evacuate. There is mail-ins work, and the soldiers come pick it up, and that's a priority because listen, I know I'm in a tough one, but I have a roof. I have a roof, but there are people out there that don't have a roof. So I'd rather take care of the people first. So if you
Hold on a second. Let me copy and paste this so I could get it. And by the way, Kat, make sure you drive safely. I see everybody saying we need you definitely. And also, folks, later on today, I'm going to do a paid subscriber only space, and I'd like to bring some of the paid subscribers up that want to speak, that want to make your comment. So for those of you that want to come up and join me today, talk about No Kings, Russia, anything, make sure you guys get ready. We'll probably do it around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll let you know ahead of time. But today is a special day, lots of going on, especially over the weekend. I want to bring you guys up to speed, so we're going to do that later. But here, hold on a second. Let me go. Did I go through? Let me see. Did I go through, Alex? Do you see it? Do you guys see it?
I don't see it yet. Let me switch over here.
Sometimes there's a delay here on Substack.
Hold on a second.
Let me let me try to
I,
go
I
get it.
I just got it from Steven. Yeah, it's delayed. Probably was delayed. Hold on a
Do
second. There,
you,
there,
do you have it? If you have it, can you post it also,
yeah,
Alex?
there is one posted by me. It went through.
It
It
did?
just,
Okay. I'm trying to copy and post it also. Hold on. Let me see if I could get it here. Let's
well,
see.
while you doing it, Lab,
Oh,
uh,
oh.
I spoke to the people in Kharkiv and like the soldiers, and I told them dry shower packs. That's good. He says, yeah, that's good for the hospitals, for the wards and stuff. He never say no, but they're getting cold. So I'm gonna get them some of those heating pads that you can put in your shoes, that you can put in your gloves, because it's getting cold. It's already 5 degrees in the morning.
Wow.
No, it got cold like overnight. Like it really got cold. So and it's gonna get colder. So it's like jumping down, but you know, it's November comes and it's winter time. It's not like US. This is totally different. So I would like to see about getting them some heating packages. Of course, some dry shower packs, some for the hospital. There's a lot of stuff needed, and there's a lot of people that need help over there because local stuff. So I'm gonna go out there probably for at least a day or two, and send some stuff out. I have people going out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it, but they're going out. They're going out towards Pokrovsk in I think 7 to 10 days. So Pokrovsk, this is like real zero. I mean zero. I'm talking about fighting. This is like all the way up on. So when they bring stuff there, they would be great because the more over there that they'll use our dry shell packs, they use everything. So there is a lot of need. There's a lot of need for bandages for this. So once this get going, I'm gonna start getting some companies to send it to Kharkiv so I can just either dispense it or go down there and do it myself. Probably both. That's the plan.
Well, Alex, well, first of all, just God bless you. Thank you for all you do. And I want to tell each and every one of you, God bless each and every one of you for all your support, for all your help. I know it's been a while. I don't know, because of technical issues for over a month and a half, we weren't able to get a GoFundMe up because of the things that was happening in Ukraine. They were constantly saying that they weren't sending money over to a third country, but finally, we had the legal team to deal with them. We finally got approved. So God bless each and every one of you. Please go out there, spread the excuse me, spread this GoFundMe far and wide. The people of Ukraine need all the help you can until we get a peace deal there, until we stop the fighting there, until we stop this Russian aggression. It's going to be cold there. It's the winter's coming. It's already 5 degrees Celsius. Well,
It's
go ahead.
great. I'm saying it's already, but it's not really the bombardments. Is the power. They constantly losing power. They constantly losing power. There is no water. So I'm sorry. I could be repeating myself. It's just that I get so many phone calls and I get so much asked for help that's sometimes even though you try to keep it only with the head, that don't let it go below your your chest. It doesn't go to your heart, but it's impossible because I have people that send me pictures. They send me picture of the kids. They don't know where to go, stuff like this. So I guess sometimes maybe a bit too emotional, but nevertheless, the help is needed, and I really appreciate everybody that's taking.
I'm sorry, Alex, to interrupt you, but Julie, you're 100% right. I think that's why we had an issue is because part of in our GoFundMe, when we were sending it up, we were sending to deliver to the military, to the frontline help, and they tried to GoFundMe. You can't deliver military aid. I mean, military ammunition, and we had to prove that we were not sending ammunition. We were sending heating packs. We were sending what's it called? So you're 100% right because of that technicality. But today, it's Alex. I see is very excited, and we're very excited because a lot of people have been calling since we started these missions, and since Alex has ever going. People have been calling and asking for help, and a lot of you have been reaching out to me and reaching out saying, where's the GoFundMe? Why can't we send it? And we were, really depressed for a while because we didn't understand what was going on, to be able to, start helping. So, to our whole community out there, you guys know what to do. Spread this far and wide. Spread the GoFundMe far and wide. Let's get these people the supplies they need. Let's get winter times coming. The quicker we get them all these supplies, the quicker we get them all of this, the quicker they'll be prepared, and the more prepared they are, the more opportunity we have to win this fight and save democracy. And Alex, I mean, really, thanks, man. For I know you're going through your own shit right now, which I'm not going to get into, but I know you're excited to go. You're to go there and to help out because this is great news today. So literally, God works in mysterious ways, folks. I just while we were going live, your son Steven sent me that, said, Uncle Love, we just got approval and sent me that. So I just put it out there. So great. That's some great news today. Besides the hostages coming home, we got the GoFundMe up. We could help all these people in Kharkiv. So a lot of, we got to take the wins when we could get them and take the good opportunities when we could get them. By the way, also, folks, I know while we're on here, a little off subject, a lot of you asking me about Voice from Ukraine shirts. That's another way you could help out and contribute. And though that's how we've been doing it since we haven't had the GoFundMe up, portions, you could go to loveremembers.com. That's loveremembers.com. And on that site, you'll be able to get Voice from Ukraine shirts. There's Voice from Ukraine mugs, all kinds of stuff. And majority of that profits go to support our platform from Voice of Ukraine. And also whatever we can, we use that to be able to send to humanitarian work. And yeah, I'm definitely going to also put the GoFundMe in an email. I'm going to send it to all the subscribers out there. All of you out there, maybe you could put it in your emails and pass it along. And whenever you're on maybe different sites, or when you're or out there, definitely go out there and spread it far and wide. But the quicker we get it funded, the quicker we get this aid there. I'm just excited that we could start sending aid again, because for a while we were doing so good, and then all of a sudden, these technical things, and it was heartbreaking to see all these people ask and not being able to do it. So today is a good day, and I also see the smile on Alex's face. It's rare. I see he's Alex. It's a good day, Alex.
It's a good day because, to be honest, I knew that eventually, God willing, everything's gonna get done. So last week, the place where I get the dry shower packs, I sent them to send a little package out. I said we'll take care of it on the next one, just to keep it going a little bit. So yeah, I'm glad there is fuck we're gonna work out. I mean, thank you, Lord, thank you. This is a good news, and you can do some more things for people. I mean, I really want to get out there, and I want to show you what these people go through every single day. It's not,
Right.
but you know what? We will. I mean, we'll get there. I mean, this cannot be forever. We'll get there. It will stop. Just like this. Look, just yesterday, if you didn't know how to get it done, everything was being closing. Everything wasn't getting approved for Ukraine. And today, boom, boom, everything opened up. So same thing is, missiles are flying, shaheds, sirens, and one morning you wake up and the only sound you hear is an airplane, and it's a commercial one. So I pray for that. That's for what I pray for my people, to get back to normal life. I'm not even going to prosperity and everything else, just to be able to wake up and look at the sunshine and be happy. And don't look at the phone every 5 minutes if there is a siren. Don't go to the concert. Oh, look at this. As I'm talking, there is an air alert in Kiev. Proceed to shelter. As I'm talking. So you see, and it could be just airplane took off someplace closer to the border, and because there is it could launch something. There is an alert, but for us there is an alert. We still have time to go to the basement, or to run to the shelters. But for people in Kharkiv, Sumy, there is no alert. When the siren goes on, the missile already came. If you hear the siren, it's already late. It's so close.
And that's why, I think that's a great, incredible analogy you just gave, and I think it's everybody needs to understand, and that's the whole situation. A lot of people they watch and they see how what's it called? They get videos from Kiev, from Lvov, from places where the like Alex said, like yes, they get sirens, they get, yes, they get hit alert, they get hit with shahids, with missiles, but air defense systems protect a lot of it.
Yeah, Patriots, at least.
Right. Right. And they have a chance to find. But if but the places like Alex is talking about, places like where he's going to, Kharkov, the Sunni area, these places, that is considered the front line. They don't have the same air alert systems. They don't have the same what's it called time, the time, exactly, like when their alert goes off, the rockets are already hitting Odessa, Suny, Kharkiv, and that's why people over there don't have even the same what's it called. So a lot of people, Joanne, Fran, all of you, I'm watching. God bless all of you. Please, all of you that are, make sure later on today that you join me on the paid subscribers live feed, because I want all of you with me. I'm going to share some other news with all of you, and God bless all of you for helping out the people of Ukraine, because like I said, we need to stop this war. If we could stop this war and really, have peace in the Middle East, then we could concentrate on the biggest right now, saving the democracy here in America, because he's also simultaneously unleashing a war internally here that we're fighting with. So we're fighting wars on all major levels, because to save our democracy and our world. So, but God bless each and every one of you. Alex, man, good. It was a really great way to end off this live. Didn't expect it. With all the bad news, we finally got some good news. I want you to, make your calls today. Call Harikov, call Sunni, call them. Tell them that we got the GoFundMe up. That we're going to be getting what's it called, help over soon, and share some of that good news. I know you know it's not the biggest news, but I know even little news sometimes is that light of hope is bigger than anything. When you're not expecting anything, you know how that saying goes: when you expect nothing and you get everything, it's how's it go, Alex? Destiny.
Expect nothing. Your everything is destiny, whether it's good or bad.
Exactly, exactly. Alex, stay safe. And I'll give you a call later on today, and we'll go over everything. But great news.
I just want to add something, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. Please go ahead, Alex.
Uh this I want well, everybody. I'm sure that I don't think there is any one of your followers that by today that still doesn't understand what really is going on. I think we've been stressing it. You've been stressing it, but this war is different. This war has no boundaries, and Trump is wrong when he says we are ocean apart. Oceans don't exist anymore. There is no divisions anymore. This war knows no boundaries. And if you let this worm scroll out in these parts, it's gonna crawl out all over the world. And this war in Ukraine is very important to stop everything, because by Ukraine, the stronger Ukraine gets, the weaker your dictator gets. The and if you and when we win, and when this war is over, then he loses most of his power, and by that time, American power, the power of the people, is gonna go through the roof, and that's what's gonna get our democracy back, and that's what's gonna stop everything. I believe that when people united, they're unstoppable, and we are uniting right now. There are people thousands of miles away, don't know where Ukraine is, don't know what Kharkiv is, but they care. They care. They spend their time. They stay on the platform. They listen. They care. And when you send an energy, the same positive energy comes back, and eventually,
Positive energy.
and positive energy wins, always wins. So God bless everybody. God bless you all. Thank you for all your help. Thank you for standing with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini. We will prevail. We will be free.
Geroim Slava, Alex, and I'm happy to finally have given you some good news. Everybody out there, you know what to do. Spread the GoFundMe. Let's get Ukraine, the people of Kharkov, the people of Sunni, Odessa, the help we could get. Let's get to them quickly. And again, thank you, each and every one of you that subscribe. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to spread this far and wide, because there's nobody out there reporting on this stuff. There's nobody else talking about, and the only way we're going to be able to win this fight is be able to spread this information. We're doing things behind the scenes. We're growing this platform. I'm speaking with Ben and the Midas guys. They're just a lot busy with a lot of stuff that's going on to start building platform. Also, folks, make sure to join us also on at Lev Remembers on YouTube. Everybody, please also subscribe on our YouTube channel to support us there, because we need to make sure that the more people hear about this, the more people hear the information. So Substack is always our home. Substack will always be here. This is where it all started. This is where we'll always be. But we need to expand our voice. So now we're moving on to YouTube. Voice from Ukraine is also going to be doing a special channel on YouTube where we're going to do a live or straight from Ukraine news reports that will be going on, and also talk shows and stuff, information from other channels that we're putting together. So definitely go to their YouTube channel to subscribe there. That's at Lev Remembers. We're building a lot of, to make sure the more information we could get to you from inside out, that the media is either scared to report on it or won't report on it. Make sure to listen. But we're here with you, and guys, God bless each and every one of you, and stay tuned. I'll see you later around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll send out the alert. Oh, it's already 3:30, so maybe even a little bit, maybe 5 6 when you guys get home from work, so we could do our paid subscriber space and go over a lot of things that's happening right now. I can bring you guys up to speed. God bless each and every one of you. God bless America, and Slava Ukraini, Alex. Stay safe, my brother.